Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? Right off the bat, two things that I know are going to be very annoying throughout this video. That light reflecting off of my wardrobe and this light here reflecting off of my glasses. Just forget about it, okay? Let it go. Now, today's topic is going to be something I don't think many of you will agree with, okay? Others might not, but I'm going to say my opinion anyway. Elderly people. We love them. We know we do, and we respect them because they have been around for much longer than us. They have more years of experience, you know, with everything, life, work, and studying, things of the sort. However, people that today are over the age range of 50, they tend to make me lose patience very quickly. And it's not all of them, of course, you know, I can't generalize this kind of thing, but there are certain people above this age that really grind my gears, and this is why. They think that they know everything more than us. And now people over the age of 50, my generation right now, I'm 25, I'm turning 26 next month. So my generation, let's say maybe the early to mid 90s, that kind of range there. You know, today we are thriving, you know, we are flourishing, blossoming, and we are very, very used to having technological things around us, very advanced phones and computers and video games and all things of the sort, electronics, you know. And people, our parents for example, people over the age of 50, when they were our age, they didn't have these kinds of things, you know. They grew up without technology, so they know that it's possible to live without it. However, that's not entirely true. You see, technology has come so far today that, well, it's kind of hard to imagine a world without it, you know? I mean, at least for people like us. I mean, I grew up in I was born in 1992 and grew up, you know, in the 90s. And I spent a good deal of my life living in the United States, a country that's much more advanced than Brazil in terms of, well, everything. So when it comes to this, like I can say that I was kind of born with technology, you know, because I moved to the United States when it was still starting to develop, you know, computers in every home and telephones. We had cell phones already, I think, not very, very old ones, but you get the idea. So I was born into this. So today I can't imagine myself being without my iPhone or my computer or my laptop or my TV. I can't imagine things like that. I can't imagine living in a world without all of this. And people around my parents' age can't imagine it, you know. And it's kind of funny because people, the older people, the older generation, they know what it's like to live without technology. They can imagine it, they can't do it, but for some reason they can't respect our generation. They can't respect us, the younger people, who know much more than them in terms of how the world is becoming more modern and more advanced, you know? Now, my parents consistently annoy the hell out of me when it comes to helping them to do things on their phones, or they need to use a computer, so they have to use mine. And it's funny because when they need help with something like this, they never hesitate to ask me because they know that I'm the one person that can help them and that I understand about this thing. But then at the same time, when I try to say that I do, they think that I'm just being ignorant and that I'm full of myself, you know, that I have a big ego. So it's really stupid, you know. So people above the age of 50, how wise really are you? Because to me it doesn't make any sense if you say that you're wise and you say that you're smart and you say that you have all these years of experience, that you know how the world is, and yet you can't manage to do anything on a simple stupid phone. I mean, what the f***? It doesn't make any sense, guys. Let's be honest here, okay? I mean, seriously, because if you think you're wise and you know everything, then buy a new phone and tell me how to use that phone. Do it by yourself, or even go online to Google and do it, you know, go on Google, you know. Don't freaking ask people like me. Leave me alone, all right? If you're not going to respect my wisdom, how the hell am I going to respect your wisdom, okay? So please, at the end of the day, just shut the up, okay? Because you're not making life any better, okay? I understand that you guys are wise, you know, like, oh, because back in the day, we used to wake up at 4 in the morning to go milk the cows, and we would go mosey on down to the highway to collect the... I don't care what you guys did in 1912, okay? I'm sorry. I don't care. I know that many of you have great stories to tell, okay? I'm sure you do, and that's why I go on Wikipedia to read these stories, but honestly, some of the things you guys say are actually offensive, you know? Like, we know everything and you guys don't know anything. No! You! It's you guys who don't know jack. Come on, guys. I mean, seriously, it doesn't make any sense at all, you know? And you guys love to pretend to be smart, you know? But then when it comes to the modern world and technology and how everything is becoming more digital, you guys have no idea what the you're doing, okay? You need us, all right? You need people like me, people of my generation, around my age, who know how to use these things, okay? So honestly, if you guys aren't going to respect us, if the elderly aren't going to respect the younger generation has no reason at all to respect the elderly. It doesn't matter, because I'm the kind of person, I'm a very straightforward, traditional kind of guy, you know? Like, no one gets or earns my respect automatically. You have to earn it, you know? You have to do something to earn my respect. It's not just because you're older than me and you've done more things that automatically you get my respect. That's not the way the world works, okay? Now, one thing I really love about people, you know, my parents are two people that I don't get along with them. I'm sorry. That's why I live alone. You know, I don't live with them anymore, and I never will, you know, as long as I can help it. Because we are people that we think differently, and they're much older than me. They're over 50. So they don't know how the modern world works, you know. They think they know, but they don't, all right? So here's the thing. It's very common for a person around that age to judge something that they've never had. For example, a person over the age of 50, they look at an iPhone, and it's way too advanced for them. It's way too sophisticated, way too technological, way too savvy. So what did they do? Frustrated beyond belief, they start criticizing. They start judging. They start saying, no, this phone sucks. This phone is terrible. No, you think that this is the only phone in the world. That phone is completely horrible. And they've never even had a goddamn iPhone. Never even held an iPhone in their hands. Never had any kind of Apple product at all. Here in Brazil, they're pretty expensive. So normally, this frustration comes out of not being able to afford it, you know? So what do these elderly people do? They start judging those who can buy them. Like me, for example. I have an iPhone, you know? And it was expensive, you know? But I bought it when I had money. And yet people like to really shattonize me and really grind my grills and get in my face that I'm a rich boy, you know, or something like that. Look, seriously, I have to be honest, okay? I have to be really, really honest. This is what's the damage. This is the segment where I can most be honest on my YouTube channel. And in all honesty, elderly people just piss me the off. They really do. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if that offends you. But that's just it. There's nothing I can do. I'm really, really sorry, alright? I don't have the patience for old people. Of course, there are exceptions. You know, there are elderly people who really know how to respect us, and they come to us asking for help, and they recognize that we, my generation, know more about them in terms of certain things, you know, and they're willing to learn how to adapt to the new world, the new era, the modern age. But the ones who don't, I'm sorry, I don't have patience for you. I'm really sorry to all the grandmas and grandpas that, you know, think that they're better than everyone else because they're old. I'm sorry, but I don't respect you, okay? And that's just, you know, if you want to be respected, then you have to give respect, you know? Respect me and I'll respect you. That's pretty much how I've always lived by, you know, how the words I've always lived by. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say, you know? The world is becoming much more modern, much more technological, and, you know, the future is now. The future is here. It's not tomorrow, it's today. And if you can't adapt to the future, you're going to get left behind. You're going to become the past. Or in the case of many of you, you're going to stay in the past, you know? So if you're someone who's over 50 years old, you know, and you respect this generation and you admit that you have no idea how technology works, but you want to learn and you want to respect us, we will be more than happy to help you adapt to this new lifestyle, okay? But if you're going to sit there and tell me that you're wiser than me just because you've lived longer and you used to milk cows at dawn, you know, or whatever people used to do back then, churn butter the old-fashioned way. If you're gonna sit there and lecture me about how you're better and smarter, then, well, I really don't care. Alright? You can just go to hell for all I care. Okay, guys, but in all seriousness, at the end of the day, this is just a comedic bit on YouTube. I'm just ranting a little bit, you know, and using a few varied kinds of terms to make it a little funnier, you know. So don't take this too seriously, okay? If you're someone who's over 50 and you get offended, you know, this This is a comedy YouTube channel, okay? Don't take what I say so seriously. But then again, if I offended you, you needed it. Probably, so yeah. But anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about in this video. Thank you guys for watching up until now. If you agree with me, give this video a like. If you disagree, give it a dislike. Either way, you're helping me expand on YouTube anyway. You're giving me more views and making the video grow. So that's how it works. And that's all I wanted to say. The next video I record will probably be talking about why I love the modern world and certain bits of technology like Apple products. Oh, I love them so much. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So as always, you guys know I will see you dudes and dudettes right in my next video. I think I said dudettes. Like, what the hell?